On the morning of May 27, 1997, the janitor of Tainohata Elementary School discovered a horrifying find at the school gate, several hours before the start of classes: the severed head of a little boy. When the police arrived at the scene, they found that the perpetrator had left a note, hiding it in the victim's mouth. The message was written in Japanese with a few words in English, including "Schul killer," with a spelling mistake. The note, written in red ink, called on the police to catch the criminal before he committed another murder. "This is just the beginning of the game. Try to stop me if you can, foolish policeman. I desperately want to see people die. I enjoy killing. Bloody justice is what is necessary after many years of great bitterness," the note read. The 6 characters in the signature on the note spelled the word Sakakibara. Japanese detectives, familiar with the history of the Zodiac serial killer in the United States, speculated that the criminal had been inspired by his American counterpart. It appeared that the killer intentionally left the victim's head near the school, hoping that the remains would be found by children or their parents, leading to panic among the local residents. Police determined that the murder victim was an 11-year-old boy named June Hayes, who attended a special class at the elementary school. His body was found nearby. Subsequent autopsy revealed that the killer had first strangled June, then decapitated him, possibly with a saw. There were no eyewitnesses who saw the murder or the criminal placing the head at the school gate. However, the janitor who found the head told the police that a week before, he had found the mutilated bodies of 2 cats with severed limbs and several dead doves on the school grounds. As the police tried to uncover the reasons for this crime, the killer decided to make contact. On June 6, 1997, a brown envelope without a return address or signature was sent to the newspaper Kobe Shimbun. Inside, journalists found a 3-page letter in which the unknown individual confessed to the murder and decapitation of June Hayes. Similar to the note at the crime scene, he warned of possible new victims in the near future. The text was written in red ink, and instead of a signature at the bottom of the letter, there were 6 characters that individually meant sake, demon, rose, holy, head, and together formed the name Sakakibara Seito. In the letter, it was stated that a game had begun in which the sender's life was at stake. He understood that if he were caught, he faced the gallows. He called on the police to be more strict and persistent. For him, murder meant relief from constant hatred and achieving peace. By causing pain to others, he believed he eased his own pain. In his message, Sakakibara also criticized the Japanese education system, blaming it for making him invisible to society. The police speculated that the killer was seeking attention, and therefore decided to cause panic among people. These speculations were confirmed when Japanese media incorrectly used the killer's name, calling him Onabara, Demon Rose, due to the multiple pronunciations of the characters. This enraged Sakakibara, who wrote another letter, this time to the police. He stated that if anyone called him by the wrong name or upset him, he would kill 3 vegetables every week. This was his way of showing his attitude towards people, using the word vegetables instead of people. It turned out that he had learned this tactic from his parents. His mother advised him, "When you get nervous at sports competitions, just imagine that all the people around you are vegetables." The killer was caught a month after the discovery of June Hayes' head. The police arrested and questioned a 14-year-old student from the same school, who, due to Japanese laws, was referred to as Boya in the news to maintain his anonymity. Shortly after the arrest, the boy confessed to attacking 3 schoolgirls in February 1997, with all the victims left unharmed. It was revealed that June Hayes was not Sakakibara's first victim. On March 16, 1997, he had severely beaten a 10-year-old girl named Ayaka Yamashita with a metal pipe. The girl survived but died a few days later in the hospital. After the attack on Ayaka, he wrote in his diary, "Today I conducted religious experiments to test the theory of how fragile people can be. I hit her in the face as soon as she turned to me. It seems that I hit her several times, but I was too excited to remember." A few days after the murder on March 23, he wrote, "This morning my mother told me that the poor girl I attacked has died. There are no signs that I was discovered. Thank you Bomoidakizen for this. Please continue to protect me." Police were unable to determine who or what Bomoidakizen was. From the killer's childhood, Investigators learned little except that from a young age, he showed cruelty by torturing and killing small animals. In his diary, it was found that when he entered middle school, killing cats became boring to him, and he began to fantasize about killing people. He admitted to maiming various animals, beheading pigeons, cutting off cats' paws, and running over frogs with his bicycle. He found pleasure in playing with dangerous objects. It calmed me to hold a knife in my hand or spin scissors like a gun. Social workers considered the boy unstable, but his mother insisted on him passing the exams for a prestigious middle school. This pressure only increased his tendency towards violence, causing him suffering and worsening his relationships with others. Despite some people's opinions, including renowned lawyer Sojiro Goto, and the school director where Seito attended Nobuyoshi Iwata, who believed Sakakibara was not guilty, the boy was sentenced and sent for treatment at a specialized facility for minors. Several years later, his mother visited him and asked if he really killed Ayaka, and Jun Seito answered that he did. The story did not end there. In 2004, Sakakibara was conditionally released from detention. Due to the seriousness of the crime and his status as a minor, his personal data, including name and address, were to be kept strictly confidential. However, at the end of June 1997, one of the tabloids published a photograph of the boy and revealed his real name, Shinichiro Kizuma. He managed to evade public attention, and until 2015, nothing was heard of him. In 2015, on June 10, the 32-year-old Sakakibara released his autobiography titled Zeka. In the book, he detailed his crimes and time spent in prison. The details of Jun Hayes' death were revealed. Sakakibara confessed to killing him on a mountainside, then decapitating him with a handsaw. After that, he took the boy's body home and committed vile acts in the bathroom. Judging by his words about his sexual perversion, Sakakibara violated the decapitated body of the 11-year-old boy. The families of the victims, especially Jun's family, tried to prevent the publication of the book, but were unsuccessful. Before the book's release, Sakakibara wrote letters to the families of the deceased children, informing them of his awareness of guilt and repentance. However, he continued to work on his memoirs. Jun's father, Mamoru Hayes, said, "We do not understand why the killer of our son decided to publish this book, perhaps to deepen our pain. However, the fact that he wrote it shows a lack of sincere repentance." Several months later, Sakakibara created a website where he posted photoshopped images of a naked man, hinting that it was him. In response, the magazine Shukin Post published the real photo of Shinichiro Kizuma, his occupation and location. After that, Sakakibara Seito disappeared, and for over 8 years, nothing has been heard from him.